Hello investors, I hope all of you had a great weekend. I am ready to attack this market. I'm really hoping for a bounce. I'm going to talk about those different levels in today's video and where I see the market bouncing and different levels to look for. In today's video, I'm also going to give you 6 stocks that match my 3 best strategies, 2 per strategy, that I like even in a bear market. Now, it can be tough to put your capital to work when the market is in the midst of a correction, but it's best to buy at great value levels. You want to buy when the market is down and you want to sell when the market is at its peak. Well, this is not a time really to be selling stocks, but to be buying stocks and possibly be going into new positions that match a strong strategy. You have to have a strategy for everything that you pick. Even though the beginning of this year has not been great for me as an investor, I know that during these times that I can get some great deals and some stocks that can set me up through the rest of the year. Now, last year I finished with a 185% gain. The year before that was astronomical. The year before that, 232% gains. I know my strategies and I know how I invest, and I've had a lot of success trading this way. So this could be the time to really grab up some great deals out there. But before I get going in this video, if you could do me a favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you were to share this video with your friends, I, of course, would be honored by that. If you want my buy and sell alerts, the way to do it is to be a member of our Patreon group. We have a link in the description down below. And in there, that basic membership gets you the insider swing play, the PDUFA run-up play. Those 2 strategies are my bread and butter. And there's lots of other different levels within there, but there is something to match your different trading style, and I think you would enjoy being a part of that group. Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's start by taking a look at the SPY. And yes, it has been painful. This was a very tough week, but the market is now oversold. And so this is the daily chart of the S&P 500, the SPY ETF. And you can see how this is oversold on high volume. So this is panic selling. Now this is a level that I've mapped out and kind of talked about. It is 436, 435.50, 436 right in there. We are right on top of that. This is critical support. This is a big deal right here, this particular level. Now, I am expecting the market to bounce from hitting here. Why? Because when the market hits oversold levels on the daily RSI, it has a tendency to bounce. So as you are watching this on Monday morning, this is the time, in my opinion, that we should see a bounce. Now, is it possible that we can just break right through here and keep going down to the floor? Yes, that's possible. But you need to ask yourself, is it really as bad as it was in March of 2020 when we had coronavirus, where everything was shutting down? Is it really that bad? This has been a pretty severe price correction, and it's happened really fast. So I am expecting a bounce at these levels. I feel it has fallen too far. Now, of course, I could be wrong. I am not a financial advisor. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence. But I like this area for a bounce, and I've had success doing this in the past. So on Monday morning, I'm going to be looking to add some stocks, and we're going to talk about some different stocks here. First, we're going to talk about my dividend strategy. Now, this is a long-term strategy, and this is a strategy I've had a lot of success with. Typically, this strategy earns me about 30 to 50% returns a year. And what I do is I look for stocks where they have recently increased their dividend, and they are a fantastic value on the RSI. And the first of such companies is Starbucks, ticker symbol SBUX. So I have been holding this for a long time. Yes, this has been a major, as you can see, the market has not treated poor Starbucks very well. But I expect those soccer moms to continue buying those drinks. I like Starbucks very much. I shop there and I buy food there all the time. And they have a great dividend, a 1.91 dividend yield. And so I'm happy to hold. I'm an owner of this stock. I'm not a trader of this stock. And so I have a long-term view about the success of Starbucks. And so I am content to hold, even though this has been very painful. Now, we have some gaps up now that have been created here, and that is a very short-term view. But as a long-term view, I really like Starbucks in the long term. As we go to the weekly chart, you can see it has been on a nice trajectory, been doing very well, earning a dividend all the way through here, and also lots of price appreciation. Yes, this has been a tough time since the beginning of 2022, but I'm expecting Starbucks to do well. I don't expect their business to slow down by any means. All right, the next is ADC. This is Agree Realty, and this has a sweet dividend, 4.06% dividend yield. They also recently increased their dividend, and so that's a very good thing. So I'm a long-term holder of this stock. I'm looking to hold this. The only reasons I'm interested in exiting is if they decide to lower their dividend yield, and that hasn't happened for years here with Agree Realty. So this one I have a long-term view on. I'm looking to hold for a long period of time. All right, my PDUFA run-up strategy has been a very strong strategy of mine in the past, and there are two stocks right now in the PDUFA strategy, and they have just been getting killed. But PDUFA date is coming up, and I am expecting some excitement and also the market to bounce back. Now, this is a critical support that it's at right here. Right at $30 is very, very critical. And so I'm expecting this to move up. This has a February 17th PDUFA date, and this is ticker symbol AGIO, AGIOS. And so there's some big targets up here I have as resistance where I could see it moving up. This has had quite the beatdown, but with that PDUFA date, I am expecting investors to get into this. Now, the one thing we need to see in order to do well with this particular stock, and this is looking, I would probably hold this. This is about a 3-week to a month-long hold, and I will probably exit it before the PDUFA date. That's typically how I do. I'm playing the run-up, not the approval. AGIO is one I expect to do well, and especially as we get closer to that date, but we need to see the Russell do better. So the Russell 2000, ticker symbol IWM, that is 2,000 of the top stocks, and AGIO is going to move with that particular indice the most. And so it's one that I like. I've had a lot of success with the PDUFA run-up strategy. I have made hundreds of % return on it every year. And so I don't expect this year to be much different. I'm expecting the FDA to approve stocks and approve some of these drugs that are out there. And so the run-up strategy is very good with that because it's a solid date that we have to run up to. All right, the next stock is IMCR. Now, this has been crazy. This is a phenomenal value right now. So if you've never heard of this stock, this is the time to get in. And this is one that is a very fast mover. It can move very quickly down. It can move very quickly up, though, also. Last year, there was a stock called Orphazine, ticker symbol ORPH, that I was able to ride on a PDUFA run up. And this stock reminds me of that because it has such a low float. And so it could really get out of hand and really move up with anything. ORF went up 1,300% one day during our run-up. I made about 1,100% on it. It was a phenomenal trade. It was my best trade of 2021. And IMCR fits the bill here. So this is one that could really take off. Yes, it has been beat down. This is a phenomenal value. In my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion, this is the time to get in and get in on this one. They have a PDUFA date of February 23rd. I do expect investors who invest in this strategy to start loading up on this particular stock. And so this is one I think that could really get out of hand if we get some amazing news or even just so-so news as we get going. This could really, really fly upwards. Okay, let's talk about the insider swing play. The insider swing play is my #1 strategy and is tracking legal insider activity that is reported to the SEC. I love following the money on these, and I have made my money year after year after year following this strategy, and it's really been key and phenomenal to me. And it's been everything for me. This strategy is the bomb. First one I want to talk about is Asana. Ticker symbol ASAN. As you can see here on the daily RSI, look at this. This is crazy low, 28 down here. This is such a great deal. And this has been beaten up. And on Friday in after hours, $69 million of insider transactions were reported. And so that is a very, very large insider purchase. Now, we've had lots of insider purchases in the past. This has gotten as high as 145 on excitement of insider activity. But now it's all the way down to $50. And so I like this one for a big move upwards. This is too cheap for this stock. And I can see a gigantic move and a big win out of this one. All right, the second is CRCT. This is Crycut, and this has a very high short float on it. It is now a very, very good deal. It's down to 29.60 on the RSI. High short percentage and big insider buys. So we had some big insider buying on this just reported. And this has had a lot of insider activity on the past, but now it is at a phenomenal value. So this is a great time to pick up this stock. I could see this doing very, very well. I like this one for a bounce upwards, definitely from these levels. It has fallen too far too fast. I wish you all the best in the stock market. I really appreciate you watching and hope that you'll continue to watch. Be very careful out there. Have a strategy behind everything that you do. Take a look at your portfolio and really dissect and take a look and see, okay, why am I in this stock? Am I in this stock for what reason? What strategy do I have here? What things am I looking to get out of this stock? What's my view on this stock? Is it medium, long-term, short-term, so on and so forth? Anyway, let's have a fantastic week. Surely it's got to get better. 2022 is going to be a great year. I really do think so, but it's going to be a fight. Wish you all the best, and Raythoven out.